So this is my IP address for now. If I go ahead and connect to the IP address that I've created, I'm gonna say yes, connect. Okay, so you can see it has successfully connected. So when I come back here to this website and then just refresh, you're gonna realize that it is changing the IP address. So you can just have a look. Oh, this is now disconnected. Just go ahead and click again to connect. So you can see that IP address here and IP address here are just identical. So what is going on, everyone? Manvas with you here. Welcome to my channel. So in this video, I'm going to be showing you how to create your own VPN server, and in this case we're going to be creating using the OpenVPN. So firstly, you're going to need a VPS provider, someone who is going to provide you with a server that you're going to put on your VPN, and I'm going to be recommending these guys here who at least have fair prices according to the big players in the market, which is Google and AWS and Bluehost, all these big names. But this guy really has very good prices. So if you want to change these to US dollars, just change these to USD and then save. It's automatically going to give you a 5. Whatever price that is here, make sure you go for the lowest price because this thing does not need too much. So you have 4 cores, 8 GB RAM, and an NVMe is the most reason why I want to use these guys. Okay, so go ahead and use the cheapest part here, and you go ahead and select. You're going to be taken to this page here where you're going to have to register. You can go for 1 month. If you go for 12 months here, you're going to eliminate the one-time setup fee, but we want to go for the 1 month for our project here. Okay, go ahead and use the European Union, Germany, which is not going to have any cost here. If you want to use the United States, if you're living in the United States, if you have the money, you can just go ahead and use this, but it's not necessary when you're just maybe starting and testing out this. Okay, go down here and use the storage type. You can use the SSD, which is free. If you want more storage, go for the 200 SSD, but if you want to go for the NVMe, which is much faster, that I do recommend, go ahead and use, since the Ubuntu that we're going to be using does not need too much like Windows. So go ahead and use the 50 GB NVMe, which is much faster than the 200 SSD. Okay, we are going to go to the operating system. I'm going to be selecting the Ubuntu 2.0, the 20.04, which okay, the 22 is the latest version, but I usually want to go for a low version, whereby in most cases it is much more stable than the latest version. So I'm going to go for the low version of Ubuntu, which is 20.04, and so I think we're down here, and you're going to scroll down here. So your username is going to be root, and you can generate your password and put anything that you want. There you go. So they're going to tell you what you need to put in there. Scroll down and you are literally done at this point. Next, it's up to you whether you're going to be using PayPal or your card. Go ahead and you're going to receive a message that appears to be like this in your Gmail or your email that you've registered with in there. And this is going to be a login credentials they're going to send you. If your payment is successful, it might take you 5 minutes or 10 minutes. Some people it takes longer, but usually for me it actually takes a very short period of time. If they request for any credentials, please provide them in order for them to battle people that come on just the platform to maybe hack or do whatever they want to do that is false on the system. But if they ask you for verification of your identity, please provide it, and they're going to send you an email that appears to be like this. So you have an IP address, and you have the IP address, you have the username, and you have the password, and for now that is what you need. So the next thing we need here is going to be this The next thing we need here is going to be this website here. If you want to buy Windows activation keys, you can also go ahead and use this website. But to this project, we want to go to the collections tab, and you're going to go to the files section here. And then we want to go to the software downloads. Okay, so the softwares we are going to need, the requirements of softwares that we're going to be needed here are going to be, okay, we're going to need OpenVPN itself, and we're going to need Party, and we're going to need WinSCP as I've listed them here. So I have Putty, I have WinSCP, and I have OpenVPN. You're going to go ahead and download them all. So for example, I'm going to show you how. Okay, so if I go ahead and try to download the OpenVPN, it's going to take you where to download, and immediately after it finishes to download, it's going to ask you to maybe launch. Okay, let us wait for it. It has to pop up. There you go. So there is the ISO. It is already there. And okay, so I can't let it finish. Okay, just go ahead. It's going to be an ISO, but it's just okay. So showing folder. Okay, let me just open the one I've already downloaded. Okay, there you go. It is here. Okay, let me check up here. Okay, when you open it, it's going to bring you something that appears to be this way, but you are going to have to go for the if you are using 64-bit, just go ahead and double click and launch this setup and then install everything. But since I already have the setup, I'm not going to be downloading or installing it at the moment. That I know that by now you know how to do whatever installation means. Okay, so go ahead, download OpenVPN, download Party, and then download WinSCP, and you have them on your system. Okay, next we're gonna have to go back to this website here, go to the collections tab, and go to the files section, and then we need to go to the script installation files. Okay, what we need here is going to be the OpenVPN script. There you go. So that is what you need for now. So you are going to go ahead and open Party. Okay, for the first time, it's going to ask you, after you've done installing, so you're going to go here and copy your IP address, go into your login data, and then just come here, copy your IP address, copy, and then come to where Party is, and then just input your right click and then paste. So you can also paste it here if you want to save it. Just save it. It's gonna come here, and there you go. Okay, next time you open maybe Party again, after you've saved it, you're just going to double click. Have you seen? Okay, just come to Party here. Since you've saved it, or just paste it in here, right click and paste. Okay, just go ahead and then open. Okay, the first time it's going to bring you this message. I don't know what it's trying to say. Just go ahead and click yes. Since the server is yours, login. I'm going to log in as my root. You remember I showed you here, I showed you the username is root. So we're going to go ahead and copy our password here, and then bring it here, just right click and then press enter to paste in the password. Okay, there you go. So here the first thing you're going to do maybe is to change the password from what you have. Okay, so we're going to change the password. It's going to be press WD, press enter, and then new password. I'm going to put in what I want here, and then again to. Okay, so password updated successfully. Okay, let's come here to our script, and then we begin the installation of our server. We're going to make a side by side our installation, and we're just literally just going to be doing a copy and paste in this moment. So just right click and copy, and then come here, just right click to copy, and then press enter. Okay, this is going to be taking a little bit of some while, but I'll just explain what the tag Y means. This just means that whenever it asks for anything like press yes or confirm yes, it's just going to bypass it and automatically goes through. So we're gonna have to wait for this installation to get done, and we go ahead. Let me first reduce this a little bit and increase it here. I need to, there you go. There you go. So it's not going to take long, but I'm going to fast forward it from here. And okay, so now that the installation is complete here, so the next thing, we're going to go back here onto our left here, just right click and copy, then come here, select, right click to paste. I think I'm missing an S here, which is S, and then click enter. I had not copied it here. Okay, that is complete. And then we're going to the big guns here. Go ahead, copy, then come here, right click to paste, and then press enter. Okay, there you go. So you're gonna just right click here and copy. It's just a copy and paste process, then enter, and then finally we get this. Come on, we are going to copy this, copy, and then we're going to paste, right click to paste here, and then press enter. Okay, so it's going to start asking you questions about your VPS or your IP address of your VPS. Just go ahead, click enter. Okay, checking for IPv6. If you want to use it, you can say yes if you want to use it. Okay, usually I want to go for the custom listening port, so I'm going to go for number 2, which is going to allow me to put my own custom port. So in this case, you have that as your default. I usually want to change it, and I want to use like port 123, or let me use port 443. Okay, so I want to go ahead and use UDP. Yes, so usually if you want to put in your custom, you can go ahead and use your custom DNS, but we already have a provision of okay, I'm going to be using the AdGuard, which is 11 here. I'm going to go for 11, which was already there. If you want to go ahead, you can use the Google, or you can use the Cloudflare. Whatever you want to use will work fine for you. So go ahead and use you can put Google servers depending in your location. Just go for the Google servers. Okay, so do you want compression? You can ignore, just press yes, enter, just press enter, and then press enter to complete the installation. Okay, it's going to be requesting for the client name. Let us put anything like test, maybe test. If you want to put any other character, I think you can put an underscore, and then maybe test1, my first test, or test123. Okay, so add a passwordless client. You can just say yes. If you want to put a password, you can go ahead and use password for the client. Okay, just click enter as yes, and then you can see that the configuration file has been written to that location. Okay, so this is where this other software is going to come in. Just come here, double click if you finished installing it, and it's going to launch an interface that appears to be like this. So go ahead and copy your IP address that you were given. Why do I miss the last characters here? Okay, right click and copy. Okay, Okay, come here. Okay, so you can say create new site, but it's already creating a new site here. Just come here, right click, and then paste. Okay, so you can go ahead and use root. You can input the password that you set earlier. So I'm just gonna save. I usually don't want to save my password in case someone logs in. Just log in. It's going to come here. You can update, or you can just skip if you want to. Okay, the password here is going to be what you set, and then press enter, and there you go. So you can see that directly it is taking me to the root folder where it was telling me where that it has put the, we can put it side by side here, put it side by side here. Okay, so we have the test 1 2 3 4 in the root folder. It is here, test 1 2 3 4. So the other thing, we can come here if you want, you can just drag and drop it here, which is the default, or you can usually want to just drag and drop it directly on the desktop, so you can see it is there. So since now you downloaded and installed OpenVPN successfully, you are just, I don't even think you need to open it. Yeah, I can open maybe and change some settings, or you're gonna come here to settings, maybe change, I usually want to use it in dark mode. Go ahead, put it in dark mode, but it is not necessary. It can be closed, and just come here and double click, because it already recognizes the file to be configured by the software. Okay, just go ahead and press OK. So you can say connect after import, and you can say yes, or just add for now. So this test 1 2 3. So firstly, I'm going to be showing you my IP address. I mean, my public IP for now. Okay, there's gonna be IP. Yeah, I'm gonna say IP chicken and go to the website itself. So this is my IP address for now. If I go ahead and connect to the IP address that I've created, I'm gonna say yes, connect. Okay, so you can see it has successfully connected. So when I come back here to this website and then just refresh, you're going to realize that it is changing the IP address. So you can just have a look. Oh, this is now disconnected. Just go ahead and click again to connect. So you can see that IP address here and IP address here are just identical. So the same thing, if you want to use the same thing on your phone, you can just create another user. Let me show you. Okay, when you come back here into the come back here in party. Okay, so just click the upper direction to bring you the last command that you did. If it does not bring it, don't worry, just come back here and just right click, copy the last command, come in here in party, and then just delete, and then right click to paste, and then press enter. Okay, it's going to ask you to add a new user, or you want to revoke the existing user. There's like, okay, removing them from usage, or you want to remove OpenVPN. This will help you uninstall if you're going to get rid of the OpenVPN on that system, or you want to just exit. So I want to add a user here, and I'm gonna say my phone, maybe my phone, press enter, and yes, password less client. So when I come in, when I come in here, just right click and refresh. I'm going to get the phone configuration here. Just copy and paste it here onto that, and then I can maybe email this to my phone, or just plug in my phone and put it on my phone, and then double click it, and just download OpenVPN on your phone. Okay, so you can use this file in your phone, and if you have more devices, you can create more files, or as many as you want on different devices. So that is how you create your own VPN server. So if you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, and if you have any questions, you can drop them in the comment section down below. I appreciate you subscribing to my channel. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.